What's really happening in Area 51? And is that really UFO debris on a farm in the Canadian province of Saskatchewan? Two separate news stations are reporting on these stories. But do they hold any credence? Let's check it out. We're starting with 8 News Now Las Vegas, the people that initially brought us the Las Vegas UFO and alien incident. This time they're claiming to have an insider scoop on what's going on in Area 51. Let's see what they have.
If they don't want you to see it, you're not going to see it.
That's exactly right. They have years and years and decades of experience hiding things.
Naturalized citizen Jorg Arnu caught Area 51 fever 26 years ago. For 2 decades, his
I feel
website,
it.
dreamlandresorts.com, has been a digital gathering place for aerospace enthusiasts, aviation watchers, and some who've worked at the best-known secret base in the world. Participants swap stories, post photos, and make educated guesses about what's going on out there in the Nevada desert. By now, the world knows about some of the projects that were born at the Groom Lake facility, the U-2 spy plane, early versions of the Blackbirds, then the F-117 Nighthawks, and stealth helicopters. Jorg Arnu's readers get occasional hints about odd objects zipping through the skies, but big secrets can and are being kept.
Weird.
Look at some of the exotic planes like the Tacit Blue that was developed in total secrecy. It was flown in secrecy. Then all of a sudden they put it in a museum and said, yeah, we had this for a while.
But too much secrecy can sometimes backfire. Area 51 was obscure.
Yeah, sir, you guys didn't know that? We've had it for so long, it's in a museum. I'd be so pissed, I'd be like, that's never been in the sky.
Largely unknown in the 1980s when the Air Force illegally seized 89,000 acres of public land around the base to hide something.
Actually, 9 flying saucers flying.
In 1989, KLAS-TV put the base on the map for good, with allegations that alien technology might be stashed out there. The designation for Area 51 suddenly disappeared from maps. The government stopped acknowledging it even had a base out there. Too much secrecy only fueled more public interest.
And speculation,
Tens
of
thousands
course.
of people have made the trek to the desert to check it out. In the early 2000s, an Area 51 watchdog named Chuck Clark revealed to us the military had hidden sensor systems on public land, miles outside the boundaries, to warn the base of anyone approaching. Clark's Rachel home was then raided by the Joint Terrorism Task Force, a harbinger of what later happened to Jorg Arnu, whose homes in Rachel and Las Vegas were targeted by federal agents in late 2022, with he and his girlfriend, Linda Hello, held at gunpoint, presumably for something that appeared on his website, though he's never been told what he did that crossed the line.
What exactly am I accused of?
If you're not hiding anything, if there is an alien, this is ridiculously aggressive and egregious. What the hell?
Like a hardened criminal, like a terrorist. When they came in here, they asked me, are there any booby traps in my house? I said, booby traps? What are you expecting?
Arnu agrees the military needs a place to test secret technology. When 2 million people vowed to storm Area 51 back in 2019, he led the opposition to the event. But when he sees things from public lands, he takes note. Arnu says the recently revealed B-21 Raider had some of its systems tested in the Nevada skies, long before the public knew it existed. He thinks the rumors about a successor to the SR-71 spy plane are likely true, but doesn't know if the new version is actually called SR-72. The main focus these days, he suspects, drones, unmanned warplanes, and jamming tech.
That's one of the big things out there. They are flying drones, obviously. The Russians, Chinese work on stuff to jam our drones. We work on stuff to jam their
counter
drones.
that.
Then the next step is how do we make the drone communication so secure that jamming is not effective anymore.
The public isn't likely to see much of this, though. Arnu says Area 51 has its own Area 51, an inaccessible valley north of Groom Lake that can be seen, but only if you have your own satellite.
The really secret stuff, I mean, they have a whole empty valley just north of Groom Lake, and they have the mountain range where they can pretty much play with anything they want. Nobody can see it.
It's booming out there.
Oh yeah, Area 51 is not going anywhere.
George Knapp, 8 News Now.
Now you can watch George's story about the raid on 8newsnow.com. Jorg Arnu says he's pretty sure the raids were initiated by the Air Force, not the FBI. He He thinks the FBI helped because they have more experience in serving search warrants related to sensitive cases.
Oh, wow. That's not what I was expecting. I mean, I guess I don't know what I was expecting, but that was just very much secret technology kind of stuff we already know. Nothing really, UFO-y or extraterrestrial. But supposedly, this is strange wreckage that was discovered on a farmer's field in Saskatchewan. And this may be extraterrestrial according to the report. So let's check this one out as well. Um, I mean, I was intrigued by the Area 51 video, but I just, again, I feel like that's kind of like, yeah, we know they have top secret stuff there and they don't play around about it. So, yeah, what do you guys think? I don't know. Let's check this
Well,
out.
it's a discovery that could be out of this world. A farmer from Ituna says while out working in the field, he and his eldest son came across an interesting piece of debris. The pair say they are unsure what it is or how it ended up on their land. And as CTV's Angela Stewart tells us, she caught up with the father and son and has more on the mystery from above.
Oh.
April 28th was just another day at work on this grain farm near Ituna.
Show us the
until
debris.
Barry and Cody
Oh.
came across this.
What the hell is
far distance,
that?
it was garbage, and then after that we got closer, and we don't know what it is.
Well,
Barry and his 3 sons
Right.
work these 10,000 acres in East Saskatchewan. Their family has been on this land for 5 generations. They're used to finding debris, but this is different.
what is that? What is that on the ends there? That looks like almost hair or feathers. What the flip is that? That looks weird. I don't know.
They
I don't know if
truck
I'd
the
say
100-pound
UFO. Oh,
object back home to start the search for
is
answers.
this a different part
It
of
could
it?
be part of a satellite or something that re-entered, because it's all torched. You can see where it's torched. Stuff has been burnt off. It's carbon fiber
Carbon. Okay.
composite, and then there's aluminum honeycomb on it, and then the back is composite carbon again.
Chris Rudkowski, a science writer out of the University of Manitoba, says Saskatchewan is no stranger to bizarre objects making landfall, citing a similar object found
Look at
in the
that.
1960s.
Wollaston Lake in 1968, a hunter found something kind of like that.
Sorry, what is this skull over here with the big old eye? What's this? Tell us about that, sir. What's this over here, huh? Oh, look at his little UFO. Oh, look, UFO. He's about it. Okay.
More metallic, but it turned out to have been part of a satellite, possibly even Canada's own Alouette satellite.
In 2022, space experts in
that doesn't look
Australia
like a satellite. That
investigated
looks
this
weird.
3-meter piece of debris found on a sheep farm. It was believed to be part of a SpaceX rocket. Jonathan McDowell,
Okay.
a Harvard astronomer, is certain the debris found on the SpaceX farm also belongs to SpaceX after retracking a re-entry over Saskatchewan in February, believed
Okay.
to be the trunk of a spacecraft making its way back to Earth. McDowell's collaborator at the University of Regina agrees with his analysis.
The ground track goes right through Saskatchewan, so exactly where debris will hit the ground is fairly
On the line of
unpredictable,
it.
just because you don't know when pieces are going to fall off, and the exact atmospheric turbulence and everything can have. But the line goes right near Ituna.
CTV News reached out to the Canadian Space Agency, which is still looking into the matter. So, for now, the Sawchecks will start seeding and keeping their eyes on the sky. Angela Stewart, CTV News, Ituna.
Well, that was definitely not what I was expecting. The way that they made it seem like it was more mysterious. But I can definitely see it being part of a satellite or part of a rocket, especially like she said, if the launches go right above that, and that's usually where debris lands. I do have a major concern about that, though. It's actually a little upsetting because how are we protecting civilians? How are we protecting people? What if that thing would have landed on their house? If we are sending these rockets and doing all these experiments in space, whatever, that's fine. We need to find a way to control the re-entry and control the debris so that it falls in the safest place possible. What if they were out working their farm when that thing landed, they could have been killed. That's insane. Them just finding it on their farm makes me feel like we're not taking that into consideration and we're not doing enough to protect the people when we run these experiments. It's more, I'm more annoyed now than intrigued. I was intrigued coming into both these articles, but we kind of already knew that Area 51 stuff. That was like meh. But the debris thing actually irked me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like if you like this. Smash dislike if you didn't. Make sure you let your opinions be known. Smash subscribe if you haven't already, y'all. I will see all of you guys next time. Keep looking up and watch out because something could just apparently fall on you. Jeez.